Coastal radar chain, P-8I, and maritime drones, a new eyes-out strategy. Sea control begins with seeing first. India's eyes-out strategy pushes surveillance away from ports and bases into the approaches where threats start, not where they finish. A national coastal radar chain stitches together island and mainland nodes for persistent horizon watch. Long-range P-8I patrol aircraft sweep deep water with powerful sensors. And maritime drones, fixed-wing, rotary, and surface, fill the gaps with endurance and proximity. The result is a layered, distributed picture that turns the Indian Ocean's traffic from noise into knowledge and shortens the time from first contact to decision. Start at the shoreline. Chain-linked coastal surveillance radars sit on headlands, islands, and towers to extend line of sight along shipping lanes, straits, and fishing grounds. High-mast sites and island outposts raise the radar horizon, so even small, fast boats and low-profile craft that hug the surface appear in timed Q patrols. Each site feeds real-time tracks to regional hubs, where Automatic Identification System, AIS, data from commercial ships is fused with radar skin returns. When a vessel spoofs or switches off AIS, the skin track persists, flagging it for inspection. Passive receivers pick up maritime communications and navigation beacons, adding another layer for correlation without transmitting a pulse. Beyond the horizon, the P-8I is the long-range net. It's mechanically scanned surface search radar with synthetic aperture and inverse SAR modes maps. Ships and even shore infrastructure at high resolution, while a powerful electronic support suite listens silently for emitters, radars, data links, and radios. Magnetic anomaly detection and acoustic processors exploit patterns from sonobuoys to track submarines and choke points in patrol boxes. EO/IR turrets give visual ID when rules of engagement or fisheries enforcement require eyes-on. With aerial refueling and high transit speed, a single aircraft can sweep a 1,000-mile arc, then loiter to build continuity on suspicious contacts. Drones complete the mesh by living where manned platforms cannot stay. Long-endurance fixed-wing UAVs trace racetrack orbits along sea lanes, feeding radar, EO/IR, and AIS sniffers into the same network as the coastal chain. Ship-launched rotary UAVs lift off from frigates and Coast Guard vessels to peek beyond the ship's radar horizon, vectoring boarding teams and providing overwatch for small boat encounters. Uncrewed surface vessels, USVs, loiter near straits or sensitive offshore assets as pickets, relaying contacts via low probability of intercept links. Because drones are cheaper to keep airborne, they fill time gaps between P-8I sweeps and give persistence to targets of interest. Fusion turns many sensors into one truth. A maritime operations center ingests tracks from coastal radars, P-8I sorties, drones, warships, and partner nations. Algorithms deduplicate, classify by behavior, speed, course changes, AIS anomalies, and promote contacts that deviate from expected patterns. Controllers push composite tracks back to patrol craft, aircraft, and coastal police via secure networks, so the unit nearest the contact has the same common operating picture as headquarters. The same fused picture feeds coastal missile batteries and air defense nodes. If a contact escalates from law enforcement to national defense, the handoff is instant. The payoff is speed and proportionality. A suspicious dark vessel detected by the radar chain is cross-checked by a drone for imagery. If risk rises, a P-8I sweeps the sector and drops a pattern of sonobuoys to rule out a submarine partner. A Coast Guard ship closes in with live video from its rotary UAV. If the contact turns hostile, surface combatants and aircraft already have geometry, identifiers, and recorded behavior. Evidence that speeds decisions and clarifies rules of engagement. Islands multiply leverage. Outposts in the Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep extend radar horizons and UAV basing far into busy straits and sea lanes. Pre-positioned fuel, hardened shelters, and quick-turn maintenance let drones surge during monsoon breaks or crises. Each island node acts as a relay and lily pad, reducing response times and widening the area under persistent watch without overstretching mainland squadrons. Electronic warfare and cyber resilience keep the picture honest. Emission control plans rotate radar modes and power, reducing predictability to hostile ELINT. Directional encrypted links connect drones and P-8Is to shore, with fallback satellite paths when jamming bites. Data validation routines flag spoofed AIS or synthetic radar targets. Operators can pull raw sensor frames to verify. Red teaming and regular drills, turning sensors off and on, simulating outages, failing over to backups, ensure the network degrades gracefully rather than going dark. Counter-submarine vigilance is built into the fabric. Coastal arrays cue P-8Is to lay sonobuoy fields across likely approaches. Surface ships use variable depth sonar to confirm. UAVs stand watch overhead for periscope wakes and mass signatures near shipping lanes. Even when no hostile submarine is present, the routine forces any covert intruder to assume detection and behave cautiously. Deterrence by process, not just by platform. Industry and sovereignty matter for staying power. Indigenous coastal radar production, domestic UAV airframes and mission systems, secure data links and software-defined fusion stacks reduce dependence on foreign pipelines and allow rapid updates as smuggling tactics and gray zone probes evolve. Standardized interfaces let new sensors and drones plug in without a bespoke integration project each time, keeping the network agile as threats change. The strategic effect is a wider, calmer moat. With the coast watched by a stitched radar chain, deep water patrolled by P-8Is, and gaps filled by drones and ships on cooperative links, India moves from reacting at the shoreline to shaping behavior far out at sea. Fishermen, merchants, and navies operate under a predictable eye. Bad actors find their windows smaller and riskier. For deep dives on maritime domain awareness, sensor fusion, and India's evolving eyes-out posture, visit globalinfoveda.com.